Hey there, YouTube! This is the Chortling Goat, bringing you some Hearthstone. Today, I decided to finally start my channel. I've been wanting to do this for a while now. I've been a big fan of Hearthstone, a big fan of a lot of collectible kind of card games of sorts. And I decided to finally start this as a way to kind of share my passion and love of those games with the rest of you folk. So if you're interested in watching that, you can stick around, see what kind of goofy shenanigans we're up to. If not, then, just, get lost, I guess. I don't know. So, to kind of explain what we're doing today, we're actually going to be looking at the newest quarter of the next Rams expansion set for Hearthstone. It's the Plague Quarter. To kind of explain how that works for those of you who are not particularly familiar with Hearthstone, Hearthstone is a collectible card game that's online. It's a digital version. There's no physical copy, like pen and paper kind of copies of Hearthstone. So it's all online, all on this UI right here. And the way they decided to do this kind of this mini expansion, or I don't know if this would be considered a mini expansion. I don't know what their typical expansion size is going to be yet. But in this expansion, the way they decided to do it was have it almost like a raid. Basically, for those unfamiliar with like World of Warcraft or any of the other MMOs, it would be this big dungeon where you and a group of people go in and you take down big bosses. So, as you can see, I've already did the Arachnid Quarter, which was unlocked yesterweek. It was unlocked last week, and basically they got there's 3 bosses, and each time you beat a boss, you get some cards that are new to this expansion, which is a pretty cool way to do it, honestly. This one just unlocked this week, Plague Quarter. I haven't really tried it. I mean, I did a little test run with this. I wanted just to make sure everything's working and everything, but everything seemed to be going alright. So let's just get right in here. We're going against Noth the Plaguebringer. His hero power, for the hero power basically is something that you can use every turn, or something that's kind of innate to that character. His is Raise Dead, so that whenever one of our guys die, he gets a little skeleton. So that can be a problem. Probably won't want to use too many guys. Let's take a look at what we got. So, considering that we don't want to have a lot of guys for him to kill, I'm thinking we're going to go with the Mage deck, because this is a deck that doesn't really have a lot of minions, and the ones that the ones that it has tend to be pretty big. So, it should do alright. I'm just waiting when it's hiding the spiders, which is important, for this dungeon, to make sure the spiders are well hidden. So a little bit of background about me to kind of expect, to know what to be expecting from this channel. Personally, I am a huge fan of CCGs, huge fan of, for those who don't know, it's collectible card games, huge fan of trading card games. I mean, really any game where you can collect the pieces, I'm a big fan of, a big proponent of. I've been playing those kind of games since I was 9 years old or something. My cousin was babysitting me, and he introduced me to Magic the Gathering. And from that, I've always had this big love for collectible games. I've played pretty much any collectible game I've been able to get my hands on. I've played Magic the Gathering, played Yu-Gi-Oh! I've played Pokemon, both the trading card game and the actual console game. I played even My Little Pony trading card game, Harry Potter, the WoW TCG that Hearthstone's based off of. Hearthstone, obviously. I'm probably forgetting some, but just point being that I've always been in love with them, and I've always enjoyed playing them. So I'm really looking forward to kind of sharing that with you guys through this channel. The way I pretty much intend on doing that, I'm just play this Arcane Intellect with some cards, take a little bit of damage right now, but it's fine. The way I plan on doing that is using my channel to not only talk about games, but basically show you guys different collectible games, preferably right now online, because that's the ones that I have more access to. But I would also like to look at ones that are, eventually look at ones that are not online, just to kind of widen the horizons. This is a bit of an issue right now. He's got a lot of pressure on me just to kind of take a break from my soliloquy, and I'm just going to give myself a little thought. What I want to do is I want to play this Frost Nova plus this Doomsayer, and because what that will do is get rid of all his guys and then, well, freeze all his guys so that he couldn't respond to it, and then kill them all. But currently I don't have the mana to do that. So it's gonna be kind of weird, but I'm gonna play this.
I hope you like my invention.
I typically, in this kind of field, you don't really want those guys out because you can easily just kind of hit it and then get a skeleton. But with the plan of freezing and doomsaying next turn, it actually wouldn't be too bad because it might distract him. Oh well, okay, not necessarily, but still, his field's gonna be nice and full. So when I do that, it's gonna be pretty good. Still, it's putting a lot of pressure on me. So hopefully this pays off. I'm gonna go ahead and Frost Nova, Doomsayer. It's gonna, right, he doesn't deal with that somehow this turn, it's gonna completely wipe his field, which is nice. Alright, anyway, what was I saying? So, part of what I'm hoping to do with this channel is to show you guys a bunch of, he could have a mirror entity, and I don't really want to risk that. Let's go with this.
Pain, speak to me.
Okay, no mirror entity, that's good to know. And then just ignore that. I plan on bringing you guys a bunch of different games for you guys to check out. To give you guys a bit of an idea of what what you'll be expecting to kind of pay, or what kind of the entry kind of criteria would be to really get into these different games. So I'm going to be looking at like the Magic Gathering Online, as long as Duels of Planeswalkers. Be looking at like Pokemon, TCG Online. Be looking at, there's some Yu-Gi-Oh things you can do online, and in any other of those, there's a lot of smaller online games that I tend to look at. So that's just kind of give you a basic idea. Also, I'm just be doing some fun things like this. I might even be doing some like Let's Plays with maybe some of the Pokemon. I'm still kind of debating. So let's just get this underway. Okay. I am tempted to, let's try this. So I'm going to do this. This way, I draw a card, he's going to get his little minion. And I'm going to Frostbolt him. Oh, well, I could have probably seen that coming. Alright, that's a problem. It's not quite what I had in mind. What I can do... No, that's not worth it. Should probably just Frostbolt again. And then I will play this guy.
We hunger for vengeance.
So... right now, I am in a pretty kind of not really the best situation. Although this does help. It's gonna keep me from just flat out dying. Now, if he has a mere entity, this mountain giant isn't going to be super stellar. Let's see. tempted to just throw a fireball at him, but really, I think I'm gonna have to risk the mirror entity. But then what's the next play? Okay, let's just throw it out there. Okay, so no mirror entity. And I can get ice block. And then we'll just end it there. Okay, so mortal coil, so he gets the guy. It's not that big of a deal, especially because if I kill his guy, that will kill any kind of little skeletons I have. Just getting out some guys. I can actually really take advantage of this situation. Let's do this. So Blizzard, he's going to weaken these guys, weaken him. And he's going to get copies of skeletons, which no one really cares about. Ping this guy, which will kill his guys, and then hit him. So that's probably ice block if I have to hazard a guess.
Breathe no more.
I can do
I bring
this. Oh! I just... That was okay. That was a huge misplay. I meant to do that the other way around. I meant to play that. Okay. Yeah. This is what happens. You know, part of... You just gotta... You get these thoughts in your head like, okay, I could do this and this and this. And then you realize that you just kind of have it mixed up in your head exactly how that ought to go about. So yeah, that's a bit of an issue. So I can do this though. Still wipe his board. Do that. Iceland's this. I'm going to hold on to this Molten Giant so I have another threat. And just Arcane collect right now.
Job's done.
I don't really want like another plague to come up and kill both my threats.
You love my
So right now, I really can't do much about that. So, which is nice, I can hit
I will
him.
mourn your death.
Hope you like my
Play
invention.
this. So, okay, ooh. That's enticing. Let's see, let's, we got 8. Yeah, you know, screw it.
You
We're
require
gonna
my assistance.
get us another fireball.
Done.
Truth is, that is ice block almost definitely. And considering that fact,
Pain, speak to me.
it is probably going to happen. Is I'm just going to try to get him. I'm going to hit him,
Oh, if
Like
you're
this.
sure.
ping him for 1, break that ice block, and then I'm going to flame strike, just so I have just a ton of fireballs in my hand. So really, there's little chance he's going to get madness. I mean, even if he does play another ice block, it's not going to help him, or even counterspell, or whatever the case may be.
Or both.
So, alright. I think we're in a pretty good spot here. Let us go ahead and
Oh, if you're sure.
Hey, look.
Serve the
kill him with Novice Engineer. That's the way to do it. That is the way to do it. So yeah, I've been playing just a little bit of history with me and Hearthstone. I've been playing Hearthstone for, well, since the, I got a beta key for it, so I've been playing since then. I've been following it since early beta, actually. So I know a bit about it. I'm currently rank 9. I haven't really focused on ranking too much. I just did like a couple days of ranking, and then I just kind of, you know, just whatever. I just got bored with it and did some other stuff.
Hagen sent me a message telling me that he promises not to kill you if you don't play any cards against him.
Wow, really? That's generous of him. I might take him up on that offer. Yeah. So, yeah, I've been playing for a while. I like it a lot. One of my kind of gripes with it is that it does feel like it doesn't have as many, I guess, as many cards as I would like. I feel like, okay, since I've been playing since like following since closed beta, I'm very familiar with all the cards that have been in there. So the fact that this new set has come out has been pretty cool to see new cards
You
and everything.
think you're safe here?
One of the issues I found with that though is that I find that I feel like it's almost like too little, too late. Not too late. I still like the game. I still think it's a good, solid game, but it still feels like a very minute amount for what I would like to see, I guess you could say. I don't know why I played this deck. Well, we'll see how it goes.
Dance!
It's just a little. It's not really enough for what I would hope for. You know, I kind of am used to, like, for instance, like Magic and stuff. The set bringing out like 200 or so cards every 3 months. Whereas this game, it's brought out. It's been, you know, how long? Like a year or something. It's been in the public knowledge, and yet it is still. Put this apple on your head. It is still only brought out like 20 or 30 cards of this expansion. So, granted, it's probably not fair to compare it to those because they are quite different in how they work. But all the same, it does feel just kind of weird that this hasn't been more explored, I guess. So, who knows? They'll probably. I mean, they're surely they're gonna bring out more cards soon, and they're probably just trying to get in the pace of things. So I'm just kind of. Does just kind of surprise me that there has only been as many cards as there have been thus far. But you know, it's whatever. I still really like these cards. I think what they might be doing is trying to focus more on making relevant cards than just kind of having just whatever. I'm still curious to see if they will do like full-on sets, like new sets of cards, like big, like this week instead of the cards that are out right now, the core set, so to speak, and then they bring out more than that, like big chunks of cards, like with new booster packs and everything. Because right now that's not really a thing. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna go ahead and make a guy.
Reporting for duty.
See if I can ping someone off. I'm tempted to hit him here, but it's not super relevant. Well, is it though? I feel like it's just gonna go for my face, and having the Night Juggler around does make it so that I can take more advantage of each of my hero powers.
Hey,
I'm gonna take it out, I think. So what's probably gonna happen is he's gonna erupt, kill this guy, run past me with that. But if I don't, he's gonna trade with one of these guys. So no, I'm gonna go for this. Let's just see what he does. Kinda saw that coming. Well, the good news is now I can trade that guy. No, I don't really want to play that yet. So let's go ahead, and I really don't need to. So what I could do, let's do that.
Reporting for duty.
Make him have to deal with him for this. Let's see how that goes. Just really put on the pressure.
From the void I come.
See, so he's not even going to really deal with that, which is nice. He's Got a few cards. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see what happens. Don't usually want to do it with this many guys in play, because like, see, not a whole lot really went down. But I was just kind of, whatever. Just kind of was curious. Now, this will do as much damage. Okay, so he's going to kill this with this. Pretty much guaranteed. This will do as much damage as I would hit, and it'll also take 2 damage off the board. So, so yeah, that seems pretty reasonable. That seems like a weird play. But, you know, whatever floats your goat. As they say. I say. I can hit him for 9 and really put the pressure on him. And then after that, I can hit him for 4, yeah.
Reporting for duty.
And you put this guy here, just so you explain, I put this guy right here to protect this guy from just being erupted like that. Because otherwise, he could just erupt it, and then he wouldn't have to sacrifice a guy on it. I was probably going to win anyway because of this play, but regardless, it's still kind of smart to play. Well, it's smart to play smart. I mean, that's kind of a there we go. And thank you for taking the time out of your day to check out my channel, check out this video. I'm probably going to call it right here, do the rest of it on my own. I'm probably go ahead and do a video more exclusively about Hearthstone next week. That's the plan. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to check this out. And have a great day.